I'd like to welcome you guys all to the work banquet this year. I'm glad to see you guys all here. All you guys, parents, support, and everything. You guys all join me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for what we are about to receive. Thank you for the family and friends here with us. Please bless us today and for all of the days to come. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. I guess you guys know go east.
Llegar a toda la gente que va a hacer nuestra comida. En un comelón tenemos.
No, está buena la comida.
Por eso hay que mochar la comida y
no tengo tiempo de mocharla.
además la agarro. Oye, ahí hay mesas altas. ¿Dónde está mi prima? Para comer para...
La prima por ahí está.
Este vato, ¿quién es? Este que está parado en tu lado.
Un maestro. Este es el Sergeant Major.
Están iguales.
¿Qué dijiste que pasó?
Más que no se hace poco, se me hace.
Es cocinar el chileno que me dieron unos chiles.
That's good. I can handle that.
That's what happens a lot of times.
Excuse me.
¿Cómo puedes?
Oh, I didn't, believe me. I did not, sir.
Oh, it's a video camera. I was going to do something.
Taking movies and
Hi.
I'm sad. Oh, get away with that. That's not. Say cheese for all cake. Say cheese, you guys. You guys want some cake? Some of this? He's back here. Right here now.
I don't have no camera. I got my own camera. No, my grandpa's got I got my own camera.
Let's look up the game right here. I hate you. I only made this because. Come on, what's good?
Yeah, did you see him, what you call it? Doesn't matter. He didn't leave like that. He came back that way.
Ms. Rosalie Perez. Mr. Principal was here for a little while. Can't leave. Mr. T.J. Jenkins. Mr. Principal. He's not for a minute, but he'll be back. Don't worry. Lieutenant Colonel James West, our GAI. Ms. Helen Dice of Daughters of America Revolution. Lieutenant Colonel Bob Rutherford of MOWW. Sergeant Bird, our recruiter. Dennis Pope of Post Region Number 1, Franklin. Frank Carrillo, one of our counselors. Judy Windover, our bookstore manager. Selma Oliver, our secretary. Maria Paredes, one of our school teachers. Major DeVille, a recruiter. Sergeant First Class King, one of our recruiters. The first category of awards is Marksmanship Award. Cadets that have earned Marksmanship training ribbons, please stand. Okay. Cadets stand that have earned the Marksmanship shooting badge. Cadets stand that have earned the sharpshooter badge. The following cadets have earned the highest award, the expert badge, and are to have these presented by Sergeant First Class Medowitz. No, I'll name his name. Robin Moore. Okay, I'm going to name off the list, so wait a minute till I'm all done. Joe Garcia, Ricardo Coronado, Saul Martinez, Lennon Islas, Eduardo Pino, James Leatherman, Mohammed Sharif, John Moss, Jeremy Adams, and that's it. Saul Martinez here? Okay, second place, Joe Garcia. Second place, Joe Garcia. And the first place, Robin Moore.
Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. Stand facing the crowd, will you? He comes to my rifle range on record day, and he says, Sergeant Menowitz, I can't shoot. I said, what's the problem? He said, I got a baseball game. I said, suit up and come anyway. He came anyway. He stayed 18 minutes and fired a 243 out of a possible 300. How about that?
The top 3 upperclassmen are also rewarded with trophies. Third place, Brian Cotton.
Cotton ball.
Second place, Mohammed Sharif. Okay, Mohammed. And first place, James Leatherman. The next category is Physical Fitness Award. Cadets that have earned the Physical Fitness ribbon, please stand. Cadets stand that have earned the Superior Fitness ribbon. The top 5 men and top 5 women received Cadet Challenge medals awarded by Dan Lennis and Ruby Bilducia. These cadets are 5th place for the males category, Jeremy Adams.
All right, Jeremy.
5th place for the women, Michelle Mardick.
The Munchkin invasion.
4th place for the male category, John Moss. Fourth place for the women, Christina Hedges. Okay, 3rd place for the male category, Aaron Josie. Third place for the women, Blanca Placencia. Second place category for the males, Francisco Valenzuela. Second place women, Stormy Frazetta.
Dennis left.
Okay, the last is first place. Who could it be? For the male category, Elmerman Vasquez. First place for the women, Jennifer Ross. Let's give all the have earned the drill performance ribbon. If you have earned the personal appearance ribbon, please stand. The following cadets were members of the best drill unit in our tent. They are awarded the best drill unit ribbon, presented by Sergeant Major Carson. Okay. Michael Allwine, Skylar Brown, Joe Garcia, Martin Ginsburg, Melvin Harris, Christina Sanchez, Marcus Roden, and Lucinda Vioma. Second hour. Right over there, awarded the commendation ribbon for the performance during drill on our uniformed activities such as school and community support. Edward Pino, Andy Tamayo, Jamie Matchett, Juan Somoza, Ricardo Coronado, Brian Cotton, Janae Whitaker, Shannon Marlowe, Robert Hoekstra, Michelle Martin, Francis Figueroa. All those cadets got commendation ribbons. Are awarded the proficiency ribbon for performance within the drill program. James Leatherman, Miguel Anaya, Richard Rocha, Mark Gustin, and Cindy Bielman. represented their class in their personal appearance and military bearing received trophies for outstanding military bearing. Maria Carrillo, Robert Hoekstra, and Robert Fulton. The three upperclassmen that have best represented the battalion by appearance and military bearing received trophies. Shannon Marlowe, Debbie Ramirez, and Jeremy Adams. Outstanding as instructors in the drill program received trophies. Richard Rocha, Mark Gustin, and Brian Cotton. Finally, those cadets that have managed the program and prepared their class for our formal inspection received trophies for drill leadership. These are James Leatherman, Mike Anaya, and Aaron Doty. The next category of trophies is awarded for support of numerous school, battalion, and community support events. We have had 32 of these this year with 3 more to go. These will be presented by Sergeant First Class Lozoya. For outstanding school support, Kayam Cook, David Garcia, and Ray Chavez. Award, which will be presented by the team captain. Rifle Team Award. Rifle Team ribbons were given out earlier. The following cadets earned these ribbons and are to come forward. Team Captain, John Moss. This is the team. Jamie Matchett, Joe Garcia, Ricardo Coronado, Christina Hedges, Scott Shanley, Jeremy Adams, Donna McHenry, and James Crum. The cadets receiving their first team letter are Ricardo Coronado, Jamie Matchett, Christina Hedges. That's all first team letters. Awards. First letter award. The cadet receiving his second year letter is Jeremy Adams. Cadets receiving their third letter award are John Moss and Donna McHenry. Trophies for the rifle team go to Most Improved Shooter, Ricardo Coronado. The highest scoring shooter, John Moss. The most valuable shooter, Jeremy Adams. Jeremy has won the first trophies in individual positions in 5 years for the South team in the brigade match. First place in prone and first place in kneeling. The team members are stay up here until all the awards are finished. The next category is Ranger Team Awards. Ranger Team ribbons were given earlier today. The team will come forward starting with the seniors. Team Captain, James Leatherman. Sabrina Clack. Ruby Bilducia, Jennifer Ross, Denise Williamson, John Moss, Cindy Bielma, Aaron Josie, Ray Chavez, Lucia Montiel, David Garcia, Stormy Fusetta, Toby Jones, Mark Gustin, Richard Rocha, Brian Cotton, Jason Mejia, Shannon Marlowe, Ricardo Coronado, Christina Hedges, Robin Moore, Francisco Valenzuela. Because we only have one Ranger competition per year and not all can compete, only half of our biggest team earn letters. The first award letter, Robin Moore, Ricardo Coronado, Shannon Marlowe, and Richard Rocha. The second award letter winners this year are Toby Jones, Brian Cotton, and Mark Gustin. The third award letter winners are John Moss. Our fourth award letter winner is Jennifer Ross. The trophies for the Ranger team go to the Most Improved Ranger, David Garcia. Did I call your names step forward so they can be recognized. The most dependable ranger, Mark Gustin. The toughest ranger, Francisco Valenzuela. Okay, that's it for the ranger team. Honor Guard. The next team to introduce is the group of cadets that manage our fundraiser, the snack shop. This group is called a team, but they don't compete against other schools. They just do the hard work that pays for everything. All of the team have or will receive awards in other categories. As I call them forward, please give them a loud recognition for the fine job they do. Team Captain, Jennifer Ross. Stormy Presetta, Lucia Montiel, Francis Figueroa, James Zimmerman, Juan Chimoga, Mike Allwine, Toby Jones, Brian Cotton, Mark Gustin, John Moss, and Andy Tamayo. The trophies for the Honor Guard go to Most Improved Member, Mike Allwine, which could not be with us tonight. Most Dependable Member, Andy Smile, which also couldn't be with us tonight. Honor Guard, you can sit down. This team is our most active and visible team. They have performed within 5 feet of the governor of Arizona. They have performed for the state and national conventions. Many of them have given up 2 Saturdays of a month for events which reflected great credit on the school and unit. The color guard members this year that will come forward are Team Captain, Dan Landon. Okay, this is a big list. Shannon Paul, Mike Anaya, Ray Chavez, Toby Jones, Stormy Presetta, Andy Smile, David Garcia, Brian Cotton, Martin Ginsberg, John Moss, Pam Cook, William Undersay, Mark Gustin, Tanya Alpin, Shannon Marlowe, Andy Anderson, James Fairley, Jacob Farron, Robert Fulton, Christina Hedges, Robert Hoekstra, Caroline Irvine, Aaron Josie, and Francis Figueroa. To earn a letter in the color guard, a cadet must compete against other schools or perform in the major of off-campus events. The first letter award winners are Aaron Josie, David Garcia, Tanya Alpin, Shannon Marlowe, Martin Ginsberg, Robert Hoekstra, Robert Fulton, Andy Anderson, Caroline Irvine, Pam Cook, and William Untersay. Second letter awards are Toby Jones, Brian Cotton, Stormy Presetta, and Dan Landon. Third letter awards are Mike Anaya and Shannon Paul. The trophies for this year's color guard are awarded to, and I'll wait a moment. Will the following members please come forward? Team Captain Toby Jones. Team Captain for the first drill meet, James Leatherman. And these are the members. Richard Huffman, Martin Ginsberg, Jason Mejia, Mark Gustin, Richard Rocha, Mike Anaya, David Garcia, Mark Silva, Shannon Paul, Brian Cotton, Juan Somoza, and Aaron Josie. The first award letter winners for this team are Toby Jones, Brian Cotton, David Garcia, Mark Gustin, Richard Huffman, Jason Mejia, and Mark Silva. Just continued. Juan Somoza, Mike Allwine, Shannon Paul, and Richard Rocha. Mike Anaya. The drill team trophies are awarded to the following. The most improved, Marty Ginsberg. The most dependable trophy goes to Brian Cotton. The Team Spirit Award goes to Shannon Paul, which could not be here tonight with us.
Okay guys, this is it. We worked hard all year, okay? The team may have changed team captain hands a few times. I think we all stuck together, we all did a great job. This is funny.
I think I'll play cheerleader, but since Sabrina is the team captain, I guess I'm the MC. The unarmed drill team, I like to call it the women's drill team. I'd really like to call it the ladies drill team. They continued winning this year. They swept the brigade competition, all 4 first place trophies. 3rd consecutive year. And I got to brag a little bit about both teams. The judges over there, they watched the men's team, who also won the brigade meet. First time it's ever been done. 2 teams out of the same school. The head judge stopped me and he said, boy, those boys really look like they meant business. And then about an hour later, he said, well, those boys are going to be disappointed after they saw that women's team. And then about an hour later, when he saw Sergeant Soyo and I grouping them for one group shot, he came over and said, where do you get all those sharp kids in one school? So both teams I'm real proud of, but I'm going to brag about the girls right now. They also placed in San Diego, even though they were operating on South Mountain Sounder time, about 15 minutes late. Ran out of time and still played. Yep. The team members, all of which earned letters. First award, 3 of them can't be here tonight. Alma Chavez, Michelle Mardick, Maria Carrillo, Shannon Marlowe, Francis Figueroa, and Sandra Diapondo. Those are the first award letter winners. And the second year letter winners, Stormy Fruseda and Lucia Montiel. We have 4 girls that are 4-year lettermen. They'll receive plaques with a team picture and then their own picture lined up behind the 17 trophies that they have that they've been associated with, but they're not yet finished. The 4 4-year lettermen: Sabrina Clack, Jennifer Ross, Ruby Milducia, and Denise Williams. Complaints about everything, right? Lucia Montiel. and the most valuable team member, Stormy Crusader.
Starting last year, the drill team captain for the next year, we passed the hats down. And I'd like to pass the hats down to next year's drill team captain. Stormy Cruzetta and Lucia Montiel.
We need a great big fundraiser so we can get all the ladies those models with us. Okay, the next category is academic awards to be presented by Mr. Jenkins.
All right, on our drill team. The next category of award are the academic ribbons and trophies. First, we would like to ask all those that were earlier awarded a perfect attendance ribbon to stand. Secondly, all those cadets that earlier received an honor roll ribbon, please stand too. The members of the student government should be recognized also. These cadets are Dan Landis, Shannon Paul, Ruby Bilducia, Donna McHenry, and David Marquez. This year we had one new cadet inducted into the National Honor Society, which will receive a ribbon. Tanya Alfin. We also had 3 students earn the Academic Success Ribbon. Shannon Paul and Richard Huffman that are in New Orleans for the National Mock Trial Competition. And Donna McHenry, who won a state English competition.
Before I forget it, Donna McHenry's missed 2 awards tonight because she is resting up right now so she can go for the state discus championship tomorrow in the state track meet.
One student qualified for the Academic Achievement Ribbon for straight A's. Robert Hoekstra. Ribbon and trophy are awarded to the cadets with the highest grades in their LET level. LET 1, Robert Hoekstra. Cadet 4, Shannon Paul. Let's give a big hand for Mr. G-Kid. Formally in many activities. This year, winner of the Instructor of the Year trophy is Aaron Josie. Cadets plan and conduct most of our events. This year's winner of the Project Officers Trophy is Roger Ward, which cannot be here with us tonight. The staff works many extra hours managing the battalion. The winner of this year's Staff Assistant Trophy is Toby Jones. The staff officer of the school year 1990-91 is Mark Silva. The company and team leaders manage our training and events and practices. We present a trophy for military excellence to each level for superior performance and results. This year's military excellence trophies are awarded to Let 1, William Untersee. Let 2, Mark Gustin. Let 3, Mike Anaya. This next person is a competitor, a manager, and the most productive officer, Jennifer Ross.
Kind of roll up everything, and we start calculating who gets what the awards at the end of the previous year's awards banquet. In some cases, at the end of the previous year's cycle, where we have to turn requests in for this stuff. And out of this particular group, there are 22 of us that have jobs this year because we started calculating last year when Mike and Naya gave a dazzling presentation to a school board member and to help pass the budget override. And I don't know how many of you know it. But he even got himself on the radio the morning of the election to get out the vote type of thing. So when I say everything is rolled up, literally everything they have done are rolled up into these awards. I wish we had more of them. I wish they were bigger. Okay, the final category of awards is kind of the real culminating thing, and it addresses leadership. And this also rolls up everything that they have done, everything that they have put up with in some cases, because you got to remember, you know, these are cadets leading other cadets. The leadership awards are given by year group also, and in this particular year, the leadership award for the Let 1 class goes to a young lady who gets things done in a whole variety of ways, in a whole variety of areas. She could have been awarded any of about half of the trophies we put out here, because we just don't have enough to go around. She is one of the movers and the shakers in the finance business, in the community support business, and just about everything. Frances Figueroa. There is just no way that you can avoid seeing a steady parade of some of the same people, because they just work so hard. We have a man coming up for the Let 2 Leadership Award that I know personally gave up 2 Saturdays and 2 evenings in the month of January, when everybody else was just, you know, winding down for the holidays, to get things done in support of the community, the Martin Luther King holiday, a national convention, and everything else. And he also could have received any of about half a dozen trophies that we had tonight. Toby Jones. And then the third-year cadet that gets the leadership award shouldn't come as much of a surprise. He was, a year ago, when we ran the greatest operation I've ever seen cadets run, the Fort Huachuca Spring Break Camp. He was the only sophomore we considered for the training committee. That's so we could watch him closely, because when he was down there as a freshman, he fell out of the top bunk. We had to take him to the hospital. You know, like I said, we started last year calculating awards for this year. John served on a training committee at Fort Huachuca that ran rifle range retelling and all that. Then he turned around and ran 1 class hour this year that just by coincidence happened to win our drill award. Christina Sanchez's class hour. He was in charge of that. He ran the class hour that did the physical fitness test in front of the inspectors. About half of them ended up with the medals. Rifle team captain, the mainstay behind the Ranger team, kind of turned down the Ranger team captain for a long time because he didn't want to hog everything. John Boss. And then for the Let 4, the senior class, the leadership award goes to a young lady that at least 4 people are sitting in this room tonight because she intervened for them. A lot of people don't have any idea what the battalion commander does, what the battalion commander has to put up with, who the battalion commander goes to bat for, and that sort of thing. And we have had, quite a bit of success with the trophies on our 32 community support activities, where everybody raves about us, and our 2 drill teams that are winning everything in sight, and a variety of other very successful projects. And if a commander is responsible for everything a unit does or fails to do, I guess she ought to get the leadership award. Sabrina Clack. Sabrina, you want to take this back?
organizations represented by our honored guests support JRTC with medals. These have slightly different criteria, but all go to the top cadets, which have already received other awards. First, the Military Order of World War medals is presented by Lieutenant Colonel Bob Rutherford. To the Cadet Sergeant Robert Hoekstra.
Justified. You have an exceptional man here, and I think he's well deserving of the award. This is for excellence in anything you want to give it to him for. And he's
The Non-Commissioned Officers Association Medal is awarded to the top NCO of the year. Sergeant Berg, our recruiter, will present this award. This award goes to Cadet Second Lieutenant Toby Jones. The Sons of the American Revolution Medal is presented by Colonel Korb. This medal goes to Cadet Sergeant Major Aaron Josie.
Background to it. After it started in 1776. It's taken this long to get here. We congratulate you and you. Fine son. You are amply rewarded.
He's so cute.
Get a haircut.
The Reserve Officers Association Medal is presented by Colonel Webb. This award goes to Cadet Captain John Moss. The National Soul Journers Medal is presented by Colonel Webb. Dan Landis. The Daughters of the American Revolution Medal is presented by Miss Tice. This award is given to Cadet Major The American Legion Medal is for military excellence. This is presented by Mr. Pogue. This award goes to Cadet Major James Leatherman. Good medal. The best medal. I'm just playing. The Daughters of the Founders and Patriots of America Medal is awarded by Lieutenant Colonel, by Major Dice. This goes to none other than
Sabrina Clark. The Let One Cadet of the Year, presented by me. Let One of the Year is Christina Hedges. Let me talk about this next trophy. I'm just playing. The Cadet of the Year goes to Jennifer Ross. Are the greatest awards ever. These are presented by Lieutenant Colonel Webb.
I'm not quite as bashful as Jennifer Ross is, so you don't just get 2 words out of me on this. But before I present these awards, I would like to point out that the Department of the Army Superior Cadet Award, which we're about to give now to an outstanding cadet in each one of the, what you've been hearing us refer to as LET levels. You may want to know what does LET mean, and LET means Leadership, Education, and Training. Just a term we give to the students in each of the 4 years. So if they're a LET 1, they're in their first year of the program, up to LET 4. This is the highest award that the Army authorizes and pays for and provides to a cadet. So for a student to earn the Department of the Army Superior Cadet Award, they really excel. And although I'm very proud of all the awards that have been given out tonight, as Sabrina mentioned, this one has very special merit because it's #1 in the order of priority for the Army provided medals. So it gives me great pleasure now to present these to these outstanding South Mountain cadets.
Let 1, William Untersay. Let 2, Stormy Frazetta. Let 3, Mike Anaya. Let 4, Jennifer Ross.
I'm going to have to speak to get this one now.
I just want to say thank you to all of my friends that helped me through these 4 years. And this is my last year here, and I hope all of you do very well and succeed in all your goals.
Hallmark moment. Come on, no pictures. No pictures.
I would like to thank all you guys for coming to this award banquet. No, I don't. I'm just glad to Tanya Alpin.
Huh? All right.
Under the provisions of AR 145-2 and in accordance with the unit standing operating procedures, the following cadet assumes command of the South Mountain JRTC 5th Battalion for next year is John Moss.
Turn on.
Aaron, Mike, come here.
Come on, Mike. If I gotta go, you gotta go.
You know, three of the best went before the battalion commander squad on April 30th. Three of what I consider the best. And next year, Sergeant Major Aaron Joseph. Next year's XO, Mike and I also thank the guy I consider my father now, Sergeant Meadows. I hope I can lead you without running you or without any problems. I've heard a lot of times that some battalion commanders wanted to quit because of things that happen. Well, there's one thing you don't have to worry about. I'm not a quitter.
Wow, I love it.
Okay, I'd like to thank Major Guys for giving this opportunity to appear before the board. For helping me appear before the board. Sergeant Major for giving me all my past experience. Sergeant Lewis for guiding me and doing all the right things. Well, there's one thing I promise to all of you, and that's to do my job to the best of my ability and make sure that I'm always there for each and every one of you. Make sure that we all excel to be the best, that I fulfill my part as your XO and also as an advisor and helper to my battalion commander. Next year, I hope that we can all band together and make it the best year that we possibly have ever had. Band together into a battalion and always stay a battalion. Remember each other and always remember each other.
Well, I told John I didn't want to give a speech, but... See? Well, it's true, like John said. I guess three best went up against the board, but we're not the ones that make the battalion. It's you guys. You're out there, you wear your uniform, you make sure we get credit to the battalion. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Also, John's right, he doesn't quit. In wrestling practice, I had him pinned 3 or 4 times and he still beat me. And we're going to try to do our best within the best of our ability to help promote good name for the 5th Battalion. Stormy, get that grin off your face. Well, here's John.
You're looking at your
3 officers for next year. What's some you consider some of the best friends that you have? The best friend that I have here right now be Sergeant Major Aaron Joseph.
John, we're all your friends.
You need to go to class. You're on that BBS every day. You know that? You're on that, what we call a ditch and brown strip now.
Who, me?
Yeah. Okay. What can I say? 3 of us. Some like brothers, some like friends. Or what? Some of the things that we did when we first got our jobs that I learned over the weekend at the Grand Canyon Hike that we didn't respect Sabrina Clack. That's not true. Sabrina, if we did anything that was wrong to you, we're sorry. But we were just a little anxious to get our jobs done. We all had bright ideas in our heads to do everything. Well, we do respect you, and we respect this whole battalion. Thanks.
You know, some of you, well, very few of you, I don't think anybody can figure out what that's all about. I need to tell you what that's about. It's a very simple little thing. On the 30th of April, we had 3 boys go up 4th Battalion Commander's Board, and they decided in the hallway before they found out the results that there was going to be one winner, but everybody was going to win next year. And they've spent a lot of time talking about the things that they want to do and how they need to get this thing started. Because we do need to get some things cleared up around here, get some things improved. And one of the things that came up while we were down in the Grand Canyon was that Lucia mentioned to John that Sabrina was a little hurt because they were sitting right beside her desk basically talking about changes they'd want to make. And there's just no way you can talk about making changes without implying there was something wrong with the old regime. And Lucia just casually mentioned that, Sabrina didn't like that, them sitting there talking about, and the new crew's always excited. And it is amazing to me. I overheard that conversation, and John remembers it enough to call her up here. I hope you understood it. I think we're going to have a good year with that kind of thought. Now, got a variety of other things, because I know everybody's anxious to get out of here, and we ran about 12 minutes over. First of all, let's introduce Christina. Let's introduce Mrs. Anaya. Oh, Mark Guston's parents, which still got to get his Jeep out on FDX as a command car. Oh, and of course what?
What? I'm just following you.
Oh, okay, and obviously, Aaron's father. And I don't know if I've missed anybody that's in on the nucleus of this thing that came to the first meeting and said they were going to get something started.
Mrs. Carson, who puts a lot of work in, and Mrs. Sawyer.
Oh, yes, Sergeant Major Carson's wife and Mary Evelyn, I think she's here, and Mary Asoyo, who got in on this Chow Act like we always do. Now, I don't know where we're going to go from here with this thing. We talked in the parking lot of and Mrs. Ross, who has provided his female chaperone and on occasion and other things. I don't know where we're going to go from here on this thing. in that there's a lot of things that parent support groups do for different. Is not heavily involved around here. I do much, but I've listened to Mr. Sosa give one of the most dazzling speeches on why you should wear the uniform to some of his friends hanging around the gym that I've ever heard. But he hadn't had much chance to get involved in some of these team activities and some of these extra activities. What I encourage you to do is get your sons and daughters into them so we don't see the same stream of people because frankly, they can't afford it. Stormy Crusade has missed 44 days of school this year just on ROTC activities. She's missed another 44 flying. She's missed another 27 with softball, missed another 32 with tennis. We'd really like to see all of you encourage your sons and daughters to get involved in all of our activities. One of our big pushes and one of the things that John and Aaron and Mike have already started working on is to get more activity type things for those people who cannot be on teams because they just can't practice after school in the morning, that kind of thing. So hopefully we'll have different categories of trophies next year and a lot bigger representation of the battalion. Okay, I thank Mr. Jenkins for coming and awarding some of our academic awards, Colonel Webb, of course, and the members of the patriotic organizations, which we really couldn't live without because all the students need the ultimate recognition. So, Aaron Josie, are you prepared to retire the colors as your first role as the Sergeant Major? Is the color guard even prepared to retire the colors?
I guess.
Dan,
Yes.
have you had a chance to coordinate this with him? If not, you retire the colors.
There, just pick a whole bunch of pieces.
Let Dan do it. I forgot what to say.
Okay, Dan Landis, the drill team, the color guard captain's last official act, retiring the colors at this awards banquet. And next week we teach Aaron how to do it.
Two outside games, two flights here, it should be 4. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a tiny piece of it first. Please stand.
Obviously, Dan Landis didn't plan the end of this because he never wants it to do. I also need to thank some staff members that showed up tonight. Maria Piranhas turned out quite a few of our things. Drive safely, and I hope...
¿Está grabando?